Hi everybody, David Nour. Glad you're here. It's another Tuesday, and unfortunately, I'm not doing this for my office, so I look like a complete bum. And don't be jealous of my Route 66 shirt. It's the one tacky shirt I bought from my motorcycle trip across the U.S. the last couple weeks or so. So I'm at the beach with the family, but this topic and these periscopes are important to me. So I continue to schedule them and deliver them. Today's session is focused on go do great work. And it's a topic that I'm really passionate about. It's a topic that a mentor said to me years ago that has absolutely resonated. And I just captured some notes that I thought I'd share with you along the way. So if you've heard me speak, if you've read any of my stuff, I'm a big believer that we're all products of the advice we take. Right? Thank you. Love the shirt. Glad you're here. It's my, like I said, one tacky shirt from Route 66. Don't be jealous. It is, it's one good memory of the trip. Anyway, so this idea of go do great work. If you've heard me speak, if you've read any of my stuff, I'm a big believer that we're products of the advice we take. And let me say it again. We're products of the advice we take. And a mentor said to me several years ago, I was really excited about working with a brand new client. And I distinctly remember him saying, okay, great, now go do great work. And I had to think about it. And I really thought about, wait a minute, what do you mean? I always do, good work. So I started thinking a lot about where does that come from? What's good work versus great work? And whether you're in professional services or regardless of what job you really do day in and day out, how do we start to delineate really between all that we do, all the busy work in our day with going and doing great work? So I started, doing some thinking about it, and I think everybody would agree, we're living in a very overhyped times right now, right? So with all of the marketing and all the social media buzz, and it's really easy for all of us as individuals, as teams, organizations to really start drinking our own Kool-Aid, right? And I've always said when the market is going well, when your business is going well, that's really a dangerous place to become complacent and really start thinking everything's going fantastically well. So I'm a big believer of really thinking through, again, not just what you're doing, but why you're doing it. And beyond the input, what outcomes, what business results are we all creating, right? So if you think about it a second, let's take a couple steps back. We all work hard. We all have busy days. At the end, you feel like you're always treading water, and you're doing good work that keeps you going, but really does it ever really move you ahead? And again, think of it as individuals, think of it as a team, think of it as an organization. Or you're buried in what I call bad work, right? Or it's been referred to as bad work. Endless meetings, constant conference calls. Let's meet about a meeting to discuss a meeting that's coming up, right? Just shoot me. It's painful of just a bureaucracy traps that we fall into, right? 18 signatures to get anything done. I've never understood that. Oversight, sure. Just this constant back and forth and internal selling, internal jockeying, positioning that has to go on is just incredibly wasted cycles. So I found a really good book that I read several years ago. It was called Do More Great Work. That's the name of the book. And he talks a lot about this good work, bad work, and really doing great work. And I love a couple of great question. I'm going to get to that. How do you define good work versus great work? So I came up with 5 attributes. Thank you for that softball. I came up with 5 attributes that really define great work. Some of these are mentioned in the book. Others are not. Others I kind of came up with in thinking about what I do. So number 1, again, these are 5 attributes that define great work. Number 1, it's innovative work that pushes us forward. Innovative work that really makes us, I think. Innovative work that's not the same mundane minutia. Innovative work that pushes us outside of our comfort zone. But in some ways, it really helps us grow personally and professionally, right? Number 1. Number 2, it stretches our creativity. when I say makes us work, when I say it's difficult, when I say it's hard, when I say it's pushes us outside our comfort zone, you have to get creative to often find the answers. You have to get creative to really understand not just what's happening, but why is it happening, right? So we're just talking about 5 attributes. For those of you who joined late, 5 attributes defining great work. Number 1, innovative work that pushes us forward. Number 2, our road stretches us, it stretches our creativity, really pushes us outside our comfort zone. 3, focuses on outcome, which are business results, not input. What you do, how you do it, how you get there is all input. Great work focuses on outcome. What business results? What outcome do we create? How's the individual, team, or organization better off? Next one, number 4, relationships are stronger because of it. When you deliver results, when you deliver outcomes, relationships are stronger because of it. Relationships are more impacted. They're better off because of it. So really thinking about the work that you're doing, does anybody care? Does anybody really get value out of what you're doing and why you're doing it? Number 5, it truly satisfies us. In many ways, it refills our cup. I don't know about you, and I've had jobs like this in the past where you know, the alarm goes off in the morning and you kind of dread going in. And you kind of do the same, you hate to say it, mundane crap day after day, and you don't feel like you're really making a difference. And I hate to say it, but if you didn't show up one day, would anybody notice? So work that satisfies us, work that I say refills our cup, refuels us, fuels us to kind of get up the next day and go at it again, or overcome really tough days. So again, 5 attributes defining great work. Number 1, innovative work that pushes us forward. 2, stretches our creativity. 3, focuses on outcome, the business results, business outcomes, not just input, what we do and how we do it. 4, relationships are stronger because of it. 5, truly satisfies us or refill our cup. So if you think about it, what motivates us to do great work, right? I think it's an age-old question that we've been asking for some time. Unfortunately, age-old answers. Think about what motivated our parents. Rewards, recognition, money, stability. I'm not convinced those are as valid today, or they'll suffice today as they did, like I said, a generation ago. So another great book, I talked about Do More Great Work earlier. Daniel Pink has written a book, Drive. Again, also read it a couple years ago. If you haven't picked it up, it's a great book. Addresses that. And specifically what I like about what Daniel Pink refers to is really 3 key motivators. Autonomy, which is self-directed work, right? You figuring out what you need to do. And I've got more and more clients that are really focused on this. You're a grown-up. Figure out what you need to do and just get it done, right? So that autonomy. Mastery. How do you focus on really getting good at something? And really not just getting great at it. It's really focusing on it. It's really repetitive. It's really reinforcing the results from it. But mastering a skill, mastering a task, mastering a set of projects fulfill us. And we really get good at that. Last but not least is purpose, which is serving a greater vision. And if you haven't seen any of the Simon Sinek TED videos, or if you've seen any of his work, purpose-driven work is also really useful, really helpful. What those 3 all have in common, they're in essence are intrinsic. I believe motivation has to come from within us. You're not going to light a fire under anybody to do great work. I believe that fire has to be lit within them. So it's very intrinsic, and you got to find ways that they can inspire themselves to go do great work. So how do you do this? I've thought about, ever since the mentor told me go do great work, how do I do this, and some ideas that might be useful to you. Number 1, and I've been using the hashtag, never stop growing. I'm a big believer of lifelong learning. Whether you passively read or actively attend events, I try to watch 1 TED video a day, whether I'm on vacation or whether I'm on the road. Those are all examples of never stop learning, never stop growing, never stop being naturally inquisitive about why and how, and just ideas. Number 2, surround yourself with exceptional people. Again, my dad drove into us, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So how do you, again, I look for older, wiser individuals that I can meet and get to know and work with. Broader, not just more experiences, but broader set of experiences. And really I'm looking for depth. Unfortunately, I think the days of generalists are numbered. I'm looking for people that know more about manufacturing. I'm looking for people who are process optimization experts. I always look for people that have a unique perspective on growth. Those are all examples of surrounding yourself with really exceptional, really, much stronger people than maybe your skill sets or your set of experiences. Number 3, challenge the status quo. There's a lot of people out there that try to defend it. I'm not one of them. I believe respectful pushback is healthy. I believe in questioning the why something is happening, not just what's happening, because it can help you uncover, I think, bigger issues, bigger challenges, and also bigger opportunities. And also look for ways to infuse fresh thinking, independent perspectives. Unfortunately, the more executives I work with, the more convinced I become of they're surrounded by yes people. They're surrounded by people that are just so afraid of pushing back. And before we launched this $10 million campaign or $20 million product launch, somebody raising their hands and asking, why the hell are we doing this? So I think, again, respectful pushback is healthy. The number 4 is, again, something I think I'm born with, something that I love to see in people, which is hustle. I love scrappiness. I love heart. My kids and I were watching the Euro soccer tournament, and 2 evenly matched teams. The one that won was, I believe, the one that wanted it more and had a heart, and they won the 50-50 balls. So I'm not sure I can teach someone that, but I'm always in awe of people that I see that are still scrappy, that are hungry, that are driven. I think those people consistently go do great work. And again, it's intrinsic. It's within them that pushes them and drives them. Last but not least, eliminate bad work. Useless meetings. I worked with one client, and over like a 3-month period, all we did was look at why they were meeting. And was there a better way to get this work done and create more self-directed work versus the hierarchical stuff? And it's amazing. You look at the frivolous emails we get. How many emails do you get a day? I've stopped telling people, listen, if I don't need to know, don't copy me. And I'm a big believer, and I coach clients, use email for facts. Be there Thursday, 10 o'clock. That's factual information I need to know. If it's opinions, if it starts with, I think maybe we should, you're going to get 15 email exchanges and have nothing to show for it. So let's just stop. The cover you're behind with emails has got to stop. And again, that's a cultural thing that I think more leaders need to really convey. Last but not least, busy work. I color code my calendars. I try to minimize calls to about 45 minutes max. I don't schedule back-to-back things. So giving yourself more margin, more room to think and to really focus on doing the work that really matters versus the busy work we all get involved in, I think will help you. These are just some ideas that I think can help you do great work. So very quickly to recap, 5 attributes results. Relationships are stronger because of it, and truly satisfies us, refills our cup. We talked about doing great work is intrinsic. That comes from intrinsic motivation. So 3 key motivators: autonomy. This is by Daniel Pink in his book Drive. Autonomy, which is self-directed work. Mastery, getting better at stuff. And really purpose, which is working towards a greater vision. How to do that? I'm a big believer of the hashtag never stop growing. So becoming a lifelong learner. Surround yourself with exceptional people that are smarter, that have more depth, that have broader experiences than you do. Challenge the status quo. I believe respectful pushback is healthy, and question why something's happening versus what is happening. 4, hustle, scrappy, heart. You got to want it. You got to want it more than the other people do. And really eliminate the bad work. Eliminate busy work. Try to eliminate bureaucracy if at all possible. So that's it for today. This has been all focused on go do great work. My name is David Nour. I'm actually doing this Periscope from the beach. Don't be jealous of my Route 66 shirt if you showed up late. The one tacky thing I bought for myself from my motorcycle ride across the country. Make it a great week, and I hope you'll keep coming back. I typically try to do these every Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. Thanks, everybody. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.